Hello everyone, welcome to this video on Airtable automations. We're automation agents and we specialize in helping business streamline their operations by creating powerful tools like these. In this video, I'll walk you through automations, how they work, how you set them up in Airtable, and I'll run through an example. But if you have any questions or need personalized assistance, feel free to reach out to us directly at automationagents@gmail.com or visit our website. I'll leave both in the description. So let's go ahead and get started. So here I've pulled up the documentation from Airtable, which is a really good resource. I'll link this in the description if you want to read over it. But in a nutshell, automations help you streamline repetitive tasks by setting up triggers and actions. And the benefits of using automations is that it enhances efficiency, reduces errors, and improves communication across your team. So generally, how automations work is you'll have a trigger, which is the event that starts the automation. And this could be anything from a record created or a record updated. And then you have actions, which are the tasks performed after the trigger. So it could be like send an email, update a record, send a text message, whatever you would like. And so here in this documentation, if you reference it, you can see the list of triggers that Airtable offers and a list of actions that they also offer. And they have some integrations to third-party tools like Twilio, Jira, Google Workspace. So you should check those out. And I'll walk you really quick through how you set it up. So in order to set it up, you access the automations tab in your Airtable base. You would choose a trigger, you would test it. As you're building it out, you would add your actions and you would test each action. And then finally, you would just turn it on live and you should be good to go. I do think it's very important in general to have a very good idea of what you're looking to automate, and you create a small plan before you start. So now some tips and tricks. So I would recommend starting out with pre-built templates for common automations. So as you can see here, Airtable offers you some templates that you can use to start. You should also be aware of limitations that Airtable has. So you can also see those here, general limits by account plan. But generally, you should be good depending on the plan you have. So yeah, let's get started with an example. So here I have Airtable base. This is just an inventory tracking table. And as you can see here, we have a list of products. We have a list of inventory, manufacturer, just some general information. And then we have this manufacturer table. This one is just the information of who creates a product. And so what we're looking to do here was we're looking to create an animation that will notify us or notify someone on the team when inventory is running low. So in order to do this, ideally you want to create a view, but if you don't have a view, it'd be ideal to create a field, and this field will let us know whether or not we need to restock this product. So I'll name this field order more, and we're going to use a formula. So the formula we're going to use is we're going to reference this inventory, and we're going to say if the inventory field, and Airtable will give you some recommendations here, so I'll select that. If inventory is less than or equal to 10, then we want to return true, otherwise we want to return false. And when we create this field, it's going to run through each record in your base and it's going to calculate the field. And it'll also do this in real time, right? So as this number changes, this field will update. So that's pretty neat. So now that we have this, we'll head over to the automation and let's get started with a blank one. So here I'll create a trigger and I'll select when a record matches the condition. Then I'll go ahead and select the field I just created, which was in the product inventory table. And so the condition for this automation to run is going to be that the field order more is equal to 1. So it's equal to true. We need to order more, right? And then you have these two buttons you can use to test. So use suggested record we'll let Airtable find a record that meets this condition, or you can choose a record. And these are all the records that meet the condition. So I'll just select this one, for example. And so now as we continue to build out the rest of the integration, the rest of the automation, it's going to use this record as an example. So let's get started with the next step. So the next thing we want to do is we want to, apologies, we want to go into our manufacturers table and we want to get the manufacturer for that product, and we want to get their contact information. And we just want to send that in an email afterwards, just so like you can easily contact the manufacturer and restock your product. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So we're going to select find records in order to fetch the data, because right now we're in the product inventory table, but we want to get something from manufacturers. And so you can see here we have the products, and this product ID is what links to the table product inventory. And so we're going to use that to get the manufacturer information. So we're going to select here condition, and then we're going to say, let me select the table first, manufacturer, and then we're going to add the condition. We're going to say we want to get the manufacturer where the product has any of, and here we're going to select dynamic because we want to reference the product that triggered this automation. So we select dynamic, and then here we're looking through the example we chose on the first trigger. So here we're going to select the product ID, and now we're going to test this. So looks like we had an error here. Oh, I apologize. We want to use the Airtable record ID, not the product ID, because this field here is actually a link to the object. So it's not a text field. And so that's why we can't look it up by just the product ID, which would be this number here. So we got to use the Airtable record ID. So let's test that out. And as you can see, it'll run a quick test for you and it'll tell you the information it would pull. As you can see, the product matches up to the example we chose. So now we can continue. The next step, it's going to be to send an email, and here you can send an email or text, but an email is easier. And what we're going to do is we're going to just fill out some of these fields. And then here, the nice thing about this email is that you can use some of the dynamic fields in both of these steps. So here we're going to say action require, or we're going to say product low inventory for, and then here we're going to select the product name that triggered this automation. And then here we're going to say hi product, and then here we're going to select the product name again. So we're going to say the Alexander Road. Oops, let me add a space here. The product name is down to, and we're going to put the number of units just to give some more information. So we're going to say it's down to, we select the inventory field, units, please contact the manufacturer to restock this product, right? And then down here, we're going to select the manufacturer info. So that's going to be from step 2, action 2. So here we're going to go to field values, and then here we have access to all the information. And I don't know why it keeps putting it up there, but we want it down here. So let's do that again. So we got the name, and then we want to add the email, step 2, email, and lastly, we want to add the phone number. So let me select that phone number and say thank you. All right, so now that we've set this up, we can generate a preview to see how that email is going to look like. So let's go ahead and do that. And as you can see, it was sent out. Anytime a product is running, it has less than 10 units, it's going to send this email out, right? Hi, the Alexander Road is down to 3 units. Please contact the manufacturer to restock this product. And then we link the manufacturer information. So this is just like quick example of some of the automations you can build out. Thank you so much for watching. And if you would like some personal assistance or have any questions, please feel free to contact me or leave a comment. I'll leave my contact information in the description. Thank you so much. Have a great day.